Hello everyone, welcome back to my crafting world. This is Anna. Guys, a few videos ago I showed you the candy box that was inspired by Carol Herlock. So I did purchase the candy box punch board, and I know I think I shared that with you. So that is how I made the candy boxes inside. So here are the candy boxes that we can make with the punch board. So I think they're super cute. So today I'm going to show you something else we can do with the punch board, not just a candy box this style, but I wanted to show you what that looked like. I'm in a swap that I wanted to give some washi to my swap partner, and I wanted a cute package to to put it in, not just like a bag. Or anyway, I thought, well, I have this board, let me see if I can do something different with it. So what I came up with was a box. Okay, this is a treat box, and it has, I don't remember if it was 3 or 4 washies in there. It's got three rolls of washi in this little container. Okay, so I'm going to show you how I made this treat box, goodie box, however you want to call it. Actually, there's room for more in there, guys. I may put some more in there. So let me show you how I made that. Of course, this one is a Halloween swap, so this one is Halloween themed, and there we go. Of course, we can make the bow nice and pretty before we send it off. But here is my treat box that I made for the washi. So to make the traditional candy box, we need a 7x7 sheet of cardstock, and I've already cut mine down. And we need to punch. We're gonna line, excuse me, we're gonna line our paper up with this gold line right there. And we're going to punch. And then we're gonna bring it over, and we're gonna line it up with this part of the triangle. And we're going to punch. And then we're going to line the whole triangle right here. And we're going to punch, and we're going to score. So we're going to score right here. There's a little channel there where you can score, and you go all the way down. Okay, so we slide it over. You can score and punch, or punch and score. And the thicker your paper is, the harder it is to push down on that punch. And then one more time, this is the last time we're going to punch. We score, but we need to do one more score, which is right here on this one. Okay, there we go. Now to make the candy box, you would simply flip it over and do the same process, except you don't have to score because the score lines are already there. So we would punch, slide it over, line it up with that arrow or that side of the triangle, punch, slide it over, punch. Okay, until we get to the end. Well, I decided not to do that. This is as far as I'm going to punch. That's all I need to punch with that. Now I'm going to bring my scoreboard, my regular scoreboard. So what I'm going to do with my scoreboard is I'm going to make sure my lines are scored all the way down. Okay, that's all I'm doing here, is scoring all the way down. I'm just lining it up with my 8-inch mark and scoring all the way down. Okay, now at this point I'm going to turn it this way to where my diamonds are on my right, and I'm going to score across 1.5 inches all the way down. 1.5. Okay, and that's all the scoring we need to do. So at this point we need to You can burnish and cut or cut and burnish. That's choice is up to you. So these score lines right here, we're gonna cut those score lines right down the middle up to that very first 1.5 inch score mark. Okay, we're gonna do that for all of our score lines here, just up to right there. Okay, and then I did just take a small wedge just to make a tab, just so they wouldn't, you know, kind of hang. You know, these are tabs, so they'll close freely if you take out a little wedge here. Okay, and on this last one, you notice I didn't wedge that one. I'm gonna cut that one completely out. And I cut out the score line as well. Okay, so now I'm going to burnish. And then I'm going to burnish the tabs down at the bottom. And that is all the burnishing I am going to do. So this is my outside of the box. This is a tab. You glue that right here. And these are my tabs that close, that make the bottom of the box. That's how it's going to go. But before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and line the outside. And I am going to use Lucky Star by Blue Fern Studios. I had gotten this in my design kit back in March, but I like this pattern for Halloween. And the item number for that is 32071, and I believe they still have some in stock. I cut my strips at 1.5 by 3 3/8. And I am going to glue these down right here. This becomes the outside of my box. This one is a little taller, but I kind of didn't like that look. So I'm gonna go with something that is shorter. Right there. Okay, and I'm gonna glue right before I get to that score line. All right, there we go, guys. They're all glued down. So now what I'm going to do is put glue on this flap right here. I'm just going to fold it over this way, and then I'm going to fold this one over this way. And that becomes my box. There's my box. So now what I'm going to do is glue down my bottoms of my box. So I'm going to put glue on the inside of the tabs versus on the top of this one. So there's that one. Nice and square. There's that one. Nice and square. And then this one down. I'm going to take my bone folder and just push down on the bottom there. And we have our treat box. Now the next thing you need to decide is whether you want it to look like this, because you can do that to make it look more like this or like this. I like this one because it gives it a different look. So let me get some ribbon here. So all you need to do is tie your ribbon. I always leave this to the back, the tab. on everything. I leave it to the back. So now you just need to decide whether you want it to look like that or you want to close it all the way. So I'm going to close mine all the way. Okay, there's your ribbon. Now I'm going to take, because I don't want anyone to be able to see the inside, I'm going to squeeze these together, line up the top, and just give it a squeeze. Okay, actually I should redo the bow. What I'm going to do now is take something and just clip it closed. Tie my ribbon. And there we go. You have your little treat box. So you can do it this way or you can do it that way. Just thought I'd share that with you guys because I like to get more out of my punch board than one thing. So I always try to figure out what to do with it. This will hold maybe 6 washies or other goodies. Of course, that would be up to you, but I thought that was a cute little treat box that we can make with the candy punch board, with the candy box punch board. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed this little tutorial. I will talk to you later, and you guys have a wonderful day. Thanks a lot, guys.